Now, NBA fans, and welcome back to another episode of NBA Central with the Cognac Boys. I'm Bobby. I'm holding it down with my dog, CDubb. Look, y'all. Tobias Harris just ruined Ben Simmons' night. His return to the 76ers. Y'all know we got to talk about it, but let's go ahead and get into this intro first, baby. Let's go.
One place for your daily basketball fix, NBA Central, hosted by the one and only CEO Hayes.
All right, now CDubb, we just seen it. The 76ers they said, nah, you Ben Simmons ain't gonna be no good homecoming. We gonna send your raggedy ass back to Brooklyn, whoever your next game is, with a L. CDubb, first thing first. How the hell did the Brooklyn Nets lose this game?
Oh, simple. The Brooklyn Nets, they simple, big dog. Hey, the Brooklyn Nets is a talented team. They got most of the pieces to compete for a championship this year. But they got one glaring weakness. They soft as hell in the paint. They don't have a defensive big. They got out-rebounded 49-35. But wait, it gets worse. They got beat on the offensive glass 20-4. They gave up 20 rebounds on the offensive glass. And what's crazy is they lead the league in blocks. Like today, they had 14 blocks. But that you look at that like, damn, they must be dominating the paint. But no, this team needs to make a move quick as possible because the Philadelphia 76ers didn't have not the 1, 2, or 3 best players on the floor, bro. It's crazy. And you had all your weapons. You had Kyrie, KD, and Ben Simmons out there. It's crazy how they can lose this game, but they are soft in the middle, bro.
Rightfully so, and you just said it. These guys on the 76ers side didn't have the 1, 2, or the 3. Their third option. No Joel Embiid to dominate the inside. Oh, my goodness. Just imagine if he was playing tonight behind that Philly crowd. My God. Can you imagine what Ben Simmons was going to be like? Was going to look like? What he was going to be like? We seen Ben Simmons getting into toss-ups with just about everybody on the 76ers. They in there chatting. They in there going crazy because while he at the free throw line because they trying to get him the brick for some chicken.
He did that. he did that.
They talking about bricking for chicken. Bro, he just gave the whole arena Chick-fil-A nuggets because he was bricking for the chicken. CDubb, I gotta pose the question. I believe I know the answer. Did Ben Simmons redeem himself?
Not all the way if you want to talk about wins and losses. You know what I'm saying? You want to win the game, but I think Ben Simmons looked good out there, to tell you the truth. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? He didn't come out with the win. You can never say, did he redeem himself if he didn't come out there with a win? But he looked good. He was making plays, playmaking. He was finishing under the rim. He got 11 rebounds. No, he got 7 rebounds, 11 assists, 11 points. He damn near dropped a Jason Kidd triple-double. So, dude, I think he's straight, bro. They need to get them a big defensive center to help them, like Nicholas Claxton, like a pencil out there trying to guard some fucking crayons. That ain't gonna work, bro.
Man, look, if he would have got the win, it would have been he redeemed his just 25%. But in fact, for me, he didn't redeem himself at all, bro. That's just my opinion. He didn't redeem himself at all. Does he help get the monkey off his back a little bit? Yes. But there's still another hand from that monkey on his back. Here's why. No Joel Embiid. You thought the Philly fans was antagonizing him? The next time he faced Joel Embiid, That's the antagonist he need to be worried about. He was going against Niang. Niang was talking gibberish to him. Niang is a role player, a fine role player. Ben Simmons is an all-star. Regardless of what happened years past, this year, how he started, he's an all-star. That's a fact. He let a role player give him the chirps in his ear, and then Tobias Harris killed him. He let Tobias Harris go off in the second half with 18 points in the second half, was inside, outside. I do have to contribute some of that to the coaching of the Brooklyn Nets because I don't know what the hell was going on. The man, CDubb, ran into a lineup with Claxton at the center, who you just said is a toothpick or a pencil, how you want to put it. The 4 players that was in the lineup: Seth Curry, small; Kyrie Irving, small. And you can argue that they both can't defend worth shit. Patty Mills, small; and Joe Harris. No defense, and they hella small. They was lacking size. I don't know, Jock Vaughn. This brought me some PTSD from my head coach on my team. Dumb shit like that. So I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it. I got to keep it a buck, bro. I think the monkey's starting to come off. It ain't all the way off yet. Not until he faced Joel Embiid. I think whether it's win, lose, or draw, well, it ain't gonna be no draw. Win or lose, that's when the monkey fully comes off his back. What do you say?
Oh my goodness, damn you great harsh nephew. Y'all gonna learn that my nephew mean, bro. Hey, nephew, let me just ask you this question, bro. Did he look comfortable on the court?
For the first quarter. And a little bit of the second quarter. Once he, let me answer real quick. I say for the first quarter and a little bit of the second quarter, because in the first quarter he made some shots. He was talking back at him. In the second quarter, I say a little bit because he was talking shit to him, and then even stared down the bench. And then in the third and fourth quarter, we was out there with binoculars, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty. His production calmed down in a second half. But you got to say, you seen a little bit what Ben Simmons used to be. How about the defensive play when he took the ball from the Philadelphia 76ers and tipped it down the court to KD? That was what do you call that shit? That's a Ben Simmons play from back in the day, man. That brings you back, man. What about the play when he hit KD from the baseline with the no-look pass? That's a Ben Simmons play, bro. You see him up there jumping and tipping it up. He's sipping rebounds, getting putbacks. I think Ben Simmons is okay, and he going to be a threat for this Brooklyn Nets team. They just need to get up big for him.
I think this was the step in the right direction. I just don't think the monkey is fully off his back. I don't think the monkey is fully off his back. I don't think he redeemed himself, bro. He has to face Joel Embiid. Know who the smoke is with. It ain't with Niang. It ain't with Tobias Harris. It ain't with other buddy. It ain't with Shake Milton or D. Anthony Melton. It's with Joel Embiid, in my opinion. And a lot of the action that came when we seen those long passes going down to what old Ben Simmons used to do, CDubb, they came in the first half, my brother.
They did, but yeah, you're right. Look. But consensus is Ben Simmons was done. Could you say he's not done though? I'm just trying to get something positive out of you.
Not done.
There you go. I got it. Now, I think Ben Simmons can get to where he used to be. Me personally, I seen the speed. I seen the ball handling. I seen the finishing under the basket. He still can't shoot worth a lick. But when did he ever do? Ben Simmons is not a shooter. He's out there to play defense on the perimeter, and you know he'll irritant too out there on the floor too, bro. He out there to irritate too. He not going. He a tough guy. Besides of what happened the last couple of years, I think he a pretty tough guy. So I'm really looking at this like Ben Simmons can get to back where he used to be, and he's almost there to me. You evil. You trying to say he ain't even close to about 25%.
No, I'm just, if you going on from 0 to 100, 25%, bro.
That's low.
You got Bro, he did not play a complete game. If he plays a complete game and they lose by 2 or 4 points, I'm like, I bet. Bro, the score
But
was
nephew,
115, 106, and your coach 115, 106, and with 3 minutes left in the game, still with a fighting chance, your coach waves the white flag.
he definitely did. But
Your coach
damn,
waves the
nephew,
white flag, bro.
I know it's 32 minutes, nephew. It's 32 minutes. I know that's what you're gonna say. But 11, 11, and 7, that's bad, bro. That's
No,
25% the right way. That's 25%
yes.
only the right way.
Yes,
What you want?
simply because
What you want his
no,
numbers to be?
it's not a numbers thing, bro. It's who you facing for me. You haven't faced the three-headed monster that's with the 76ers. You haven't faced the antagonist in Joel Embiid because you already know there is going to be plenty of times when these guys eventually match up. Ben Simmons is going to have to defend Joel Embiid. How will Ben Simmons? He's going to have to. You're going to get switched up on him. They switch everything in Brooklyn. He's going to get switched up on him.
I don't like that matchup.
And he wanted to. I don't like it either. But eventually, that's what's going to have to happen. And that's what's going to happen. We pray. A lot of people was throwing pom-poms and shaking hard when he dropped 22 the other night. He came out. He gave you 11 and 7. It was okay for me. It was pretty average. 25%
average.
In the right direction. Average. He didn't play a complete game, bro.
Okay, I feel you. I'm gonna honor that, but I think Ben Simmons going the right way. I'm not gonna give him 25%. I'm gonna give him about 65% the right way. He eventually gonna get back to Ben Simmons. The Brooklyn Nets just got to make some moves. Also, Kyrie. We ain't gonna talk about Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, no, we gotta. What the hell is wrong with Kyrie, bro?
Kyrie Irving. Look at his number. 23, 2, and 2. 23, 2, and 2, bro. Like, I know this, like, people are used to these numbers from Kyrie Irving, but he needs to be better than this if he wants this team to be better, bro. He, especially playmaking, and you know, he could get a couple more rebounds, bro. Like, this is office. But I'm used to these numbers from Kyrie, even when he played with Cleveland against Derrick Rose and you know, back in the day. He always get like 32 and he had like 3 assists and shit. Like, bro, you got to do other things on the court. He did have a nice block today, though. He did have a nice block off the glass.
But shout out to Doc Rivers for having these guys ready to go. You missing your 3 players. You got contributions from just about anybody. In the start of the game, you had Montrezl Harrell coming with energy. He was ready to play. Energy. PJ Tucker. He can't nobody stop KD, but he slowed KD down just enough to where they can start pulling something from the Brooklyn Nets. Shake Milton. Come on, bro. Tobias Harris. He's a 4th option now, but he still got game. You got to give it to him. DeAnthony Melton even put in 22. Reed, 19. And again, Niang went for 16 points in 18 minutes. He was talking smack to Kevin Durant, bro. It was just funny to me. It was funny to me. These guys was feeling themselves.
Yeah, and Paul Reed, he was the matchup for Ben Simmons. I think he got the advantage in this matchup. It's just a bad loss. I'm gonna give it to you. It's a bad loss when you ain't got all your gunners in the game, and you lose to a team with the best player on the floor or from the opposite team is Tobias Harris. We all know about Tobias Harris, and I know how you feel about Tobias Harris. But he showed up in that second half, though. I got to give it to him. DeAnthony Milton, dude, like, when did he start shooting like that? He started just pulling up in Mars' faces and just dropping threes. But are you impressed with the 76ers after this? Like, they haven't been impressed.
I am impressed.
I'm impressed with them.
I am impressed with them. I am impressed with them. They, like we just said, like for the 4th or 5th time, they didn't have their first 3 options. You know what I'm saying? And they came out in what was going to be an emotional game, a high energy game, and they came out and performed. What else? What more can you ask for, brother? What more can you ask for?
And then you look at Brooklyn and Joe Harris with 3 points, Patty Mills with 3 points, Seth Curry had 14. He missed some crucial shots at the end, though. Look at 20 from KD. That's not gonna work. 23 from Kyrie Irving, but 2 and 2, like I said, just a bad loss from the Brooklyn Nets. I think they'll be all right, though. I think they'll be all right in the future, though.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It's just that it just shows you that, bro, sometimes KD are gonna only put up 20. He's not gonna drop 30 every night, and somebody else, Kyrie Irving, needs to step up. Or them shooters that you got on there and your damn coach. They need to figure it out, bro, because ain't no way y'all steady putting out these little ass, bro. The man went 4 guards, bro.
That's crazy.
4 guards.
That's
and
crazy.
They was little as hell like that. It was so miniature. I was like, bro, what are we watching right now? So you can't be doing stuff like that. So that's a coaching thing. But ultimately, the 76ers ruined Ben Simmons' homecoming, and it's funny.
Yeah. One last quick point. Like, the coach, I know he a new coach and everything, but in that little 8-game period, they went 5-3, and when they was looking good, like they was coming around, Cam Thomas was he was vital to that rotation. Edmund Summer was vital to that rotation. See, you bring Kyrie in and you see what happened. You don't play as hard, and you lose to a team like this that obviously, like, you shouldn't lose to, bro. You should have blew this team out by at least 15 to 20 points, bro. So
that's a good point.
So you could blame the coaching as well.
Because I believe it was last night, the New Orleans Pelicans faced the Golden State Warriors with no Steph in those boys and blew their ass off the floor.
Wipe them out. You just got to wipe them out, bro. When you ain't got the guns, they come to a gunfight with knives, wipe them out. Just wipe them out.
Bro. Bro. Any further comments before we get out of here, bro?
Hey, man, my nephew mean as hell. Ben Simmons, he on his way back. I think y'all should look for him. He going to be exciting to watch later on this season. I'm pulling for Ben Simmons, bro.
Bet it up. I say my man only took a small step forward, 25% step forward. He still got to face Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid going to be hella animated when they face each other. And if he guarding them, he take them to the woodshed, he going to be celebrating, especially if they in Philly. It's going to be ugly. That's the next step for Ben Simmons. But shout out to him for going into the fire and talking shit back. But let's see a more complete game. That's all we ask for real. So, y'all go ahead, hit that comment box. Let us know how y'all feeling. Did Ben Simmons take a step forward? And if so, how much? How did you view the game against between the Brooklyn Nets and the 76ers? Hit us up. Let us know in that comment box. And if you want to go ahead and reach out and hit us up on that email at nbacentralshow@gmail.com. You can follow me and CDubb on Twitter at Cognac Boys. And then if you want to leave any questions, comments, concerns, hit us up on that number, 773-270-2799. This is another episode of NBA Central with the Cognac Boys. I'm Bobby with my dog CDubb. We gonna catch y'all on that next.
The number one place for your daily basketball fix, NBA Central. Hosted by the one and only CEO Hayes.